グリザイアの果実。
Bonjour Watcher, this is Johnny Banger 45 and welcome back to the Fruit of Grisaia. In the last episode, we just did with Sakaki or Yumiko-chan daily stuff. Now we are going to beach. Yes, we are going to the freaking beach.
続きからよ。
Storming to the beach part 1. Oh, there's the other part.
そこ聞こえてるわよ。
Hello there Michiru, tell me something. You didn't want to go to the beach in the first place, right?
行きたくないとは一言も言ってないでしょうが、私はただ暑いのが嫌だって言っただけよ。
Well, I didn't really intend to criticize you either way. If anything, the opposite seems more appropriate. She was opposed to the idea originally, but instead of sulking over the group's decision, she accepted it with admirable enthusiasm. I guess she is something of a flexible spirit. No, wait, approach this from a slightly different angle and the term simple-minded might be just as accurate.
ああ、なんか言った。
Don't mind me, I just talked to myself. More importantly, are you sure to have all your personal stuff? Not forgetting anything?
この私が忘れ物？とんだお笑い種だわね。
Have you already completely forgotten what you said 30 seconds ago?
いえ、みちる様のお荷物は昨夜のうちに私がご用意させていただきましたので大丈夫かと。
I see, but you see, Sachi. Michiru earned the title of Scatterbrain Queen precisely because she is capable of leaving things behind even under such circumstances. Are you sure it was wise to have left her unsupervised?
大丈夫よ。サチに任せた私の判断にミスはないわ。
Well, your swimsuits, you don't have them, right?
ああ、それならご心配なく。忘れないようにすでに服の下に着ていらっしゃいますから。
I see, good to hear that, although that kind of sounds more like something Makina would do.
おうよ、私も下にセクシーな水着着てるのよさ。後で見してあげるのよ。
Sexy. Oh, that's something to look forward to.
もうね、私のちょっと出っ張った下腹部に視線釘付けで鼻血ブーなのよ。
Well, that irrepressible confidence of yours is a good thing, probably. I see, Michiru's not wearing a swimsuit.
みちる様、どうかなされましたか？
さっち、その水着のことなんだけど。
もしかしてみちる様。
Hey now, what's the matter, genius? Don't tell me your prodigious talent for forgetting things has already exhibited itself.
うるさいわね。ちょっとしたミスよ。ちょっと私寮に戻るからここで待ってなさいよ。いい、先に行ったら承知しないんだからね。
あ、みちる様、待ってください。私も行きますから。というわけですので、すみません。すぐに戻りますので。
I'm at a loss for words. I think that girls may be even worse than Makina.
もう、さすがの私もあんな忘れ物会の勝ち組と比べられたくはないのよさ。
World class, get the brain.
どうでもいいのだけれど、一体いつまで私はこの炎天下の中で待っていればいいのかしら？
It hasn't even been 10 minutes yet. Bored already? I'll get you a nice ice cream cone once we get to the beach. So try to be patient a little while longer, okay?
私を子供扱いしないでもらえる？
In that case, maybe she should try not to whine like one. But I decided that actually offering her this suggestion would be more trouble than it was.
あ、いいな、アイス。私も欲しいのよさ。
Alright, Makina, you've been a good girl lately. I will buy you one later. いちご味のやつがいいのよ。 Very well. I drop my hand onto Makina's head in my usual manner. Well then, Sakaki, what flavor do you want?
だから子供扱いしないで。いらないわよ、アイスなんて。
どう？みんなもう準備できた？
No, I'm afraid not. The Queen of Carelessness has returned to the door in search of a swimsuit. We are made in attendance. Amanesia has returned with the second car either.
変ね。松島さんと小峰さんはまだしも、車を借りに行ったのなら、スオさんはもう戻ってきてもいい頃だと思うけど、何かあったのかしら。
Where is she getting a car from in the first place?
いつもの車を借りに行ったのなら、多分学園北部の資材倉庫だから、そんなに時間がかかる距離じゃないと思うけど。
Should I go check out on her?
そうね。もう少し待ってみて、それでも来なかったら様子を見に行ってみましょう。
Well, there's no real need to hurry. I suppose the sea isn't going anywhere.
海は逃げないけれど時間は経過するわ。私嫌よ、夜の海に入るのなんて。
I wasn't planning to wait around quite that patiently either, but it's better to approach this sort of thing with composure. Rushing tends to create more problems than it solves.
例えば
Right, here comes a great example.
あれ？
着替えてきた。全速力でダンスした。何秒？知るかよ。
Take a look, Sakaki. This cell evidently dimmed with the blood is a perfect case in point. Desperate with the irrational fear that she'd be left behind, she clearly stopped thinking. Instead, she finished changing, she passed out of the rooms and dashed back over here, truly embarrassing herself in the process. You see, when people rush, they make stupid mistakes. Life is just full of lessons. When people rush, they make stupid mistakes. Life is just full of lessons.
確かに嫌な説得力があるわね。
何なのよ。水着着てこいって言ったのはあんたでしょうが。っていうか、私の水着姿見たんだから感想ぐらい言いなさいよ。
My thoughts? Let's see. My first thoughts will be, why are you wearing a school swimsuit? But I get the feeling that might not be the most considerate I think I could say here as a man. When a woman asks for your thoughts, compliment her. Down any other road lies trouble. None as I pick up from my time with the epitome of a troublesome woman, JB. Looks good on you. Very cute.
ああ、そうかい。ありがとよ。
Why are you angry?
どうして怒鳴っているのこの子。
I don't fully understand myself, but I get the feeling she's been carried along by her own moment at this point. Poor girl may already be well past to the point of no return.
うるさいわね。放っておきなさいよ。とにかくこれなら水着を忘れることはないわ。
Okay, I don't care about you. Where's Sachi-chan? I guess not, but what happened to the street clothes you were wearing earlier?
は？
Are you for real? Sorry, but I don't think I can justify referring to you as a tsundere anymore. You're really more of a tsundopus.
つんぼけ？
You are a clown. Makina will not amuse herself at your expense. Alright, Makina, look at this girl and quarterly, heartily.
ゲラゲラゲラゲラゲラゲラゲラゲラゲラゲラ。屈辱。こんな屈辱は初めてだわ。英語で言うと？
In English, please. Your English hasn't improved either, I see.
ねえ、暑いし私車の中で待っていてもいいかしら。
Oh, Yumiko is impatient type. Come on, Michiru sacrificing what little dignity she has left for our amusement. Why not join her buffoonery for a while longer?
いや、別に笑いを取ろうとしていたわけでは。
みちる様、お召し物。
Are you okay, Sachi-chan?
遅かったじゃないのよ、サチ。
みちる様が早いんですよ。
Then how you win the last time you take Makina and run from them? How you survive that? Now that she mentions it, you got back here pretty quickly considering you went all the way to the door.
そりゃあそうよ。何せ全力疾走したからね。飛ぶ鳥の目を抜く勢いとはこのことよ。
なんでしょう。
いろいろと間違っていて軽くイラッとしますが、とりあえず服を着てください。その格好のままでは公序良俗に抵触しかねません。いちいちうるさいわね。水着なんだからいいじゃないのよ。人をわいせつ物みたいに。まったく。まあまあ、私が着替えのお手伝いしますからね。あんたはよ。
When she mutters a constant stream of complaints, Michiru takes her clothes from Sachi's hands, then obediently begins to put them on over her swimsuit. Apparently, she decided resistance would be futile.
だいたい私の格好なんて、おっぱい半分放り出して歩いてるアマネの普段着に比べりゃまだマシでしょうよ。そういえば、アマネさんはまだいらっしゃられないのですか？
Yes, what happened to her? Yeah, if she doesn't show up pretty soon, I'm going to go check on her.
アマネまだなの？じゃあもういいんじゃない？無理してでも学園長の車にみんなで乗れば。
I really don't think that's going to happen. The principal's car seats 5 at most. At the very least, one of us will have to will to ride with Amane, and if we want a more comfortable ride, wouldn't it make more sense to have 4 people in the principal's car and 3 is Amane?
でもアマニーの車は2シーターなのよさ。
2-seater? A vehicle with a fixed Pacific passenger capacity of 2. So it's a sport car. They may call this place the Money Sing Academy, but it's pretty hard to imagine they have a flashy toy like Jamie's lying around in some dusty garage. In the next moment, a single white vehicle comes into the view, crunching its way across the gravel or the athletic grounds towards us. Behind the wheel, of course, is Suamane, and the vehicle she's driving, no matter how you like it, appears to be a small truck. Let's say it's not a Type 73 Jeep of anything, Jeep of anything, just your run-off-the-mile mini pickup. I want to see.
やあ、お待たせ。ごめんね。タイヤの空気圧調節してたら遅くなっちゃった。
I see, well, that's a 2-seater too, I guess. I wasn't really expecting her to pull off in a flashy sports car, but a mini truck is surprising in its own way. In its own way. It's certainly well suited to carry all our beach gear, and it's probably useful for the second. It's good to have, but
軽トラだからと侮っちゃいけないのよ。クラス唯一のスーパーチャージャーを搭載した4気筒 SOHC エンジン。前輪はマクファーソンストラット、後輪はセミトレーリングアームの4輪独立ケンカー。フロントグリルに燦然と輝く6連星は WRC で培われたテクノロジーが惜しみなくフィードバックされた証なのよさ。
あとはデフロックがついてれば最高なんだけどね。
the hell are you people talking about? A mini truck is a mini truck, right? But even as I said it beneath the squid little vehicle, something catches my eyes. Material, her changes of course completely. Still standing shocked still at my son, and her teeth are chattering violently.
きた悪魔の4バーが来た。
The Samba from hell? I don't get it. For a vehicle from hell, it looks an awful look like your average Nobaru Yanba. The body's still like new, so I'm having a hard time picturing it as a cursed vehicle whose previously owners died mysterious death.
で、誰が乗るの？
But when I asked for the companions, there's no intermediate volunteer. The other exchange silent looks. What's wrong? Why was avoiding eye contact with Amane?
いや、私は乗らないわよ。誰か他の人が乗りなさいな。
I guess this is first time UG experience, huh?
私も遠慮させてもらうわ。学園長、同乗させていただいて構わないかしら。
それは構いませんけど。
So that left Sachi and Makina-chan.
ちょっとこら！何勝手に乗り込んでんだよ！まだ誰が何に乗るか決まってないでしょ！失礼ね。そんなに私の横に乗るのが嫌なの？当たり前でしょ！前に私、あんたの運転するこの車の荷台で死ぬ目にあったのよ！
Hey Sachi, tell me, is Amane an irredeemable terrible driver?
いいえ、私は乗ったことないですけど、マキちゃんからはとても運転が上手だと聞いていますよ。
Maki-chan, are you sure about that? That's a fact.
アマネはお家の仕事の手伝いで
毎朝市場まで野菜とかお魚を買いに行く仕事をしていたからとっても運転が上手なのよ。
I don't have the slightest clue or proof that verify that Amane is a good driver. In that case, why has all the color drained from Michiru's face at the mere thought of riding with her?
そりゃ車が苦手な子もいるのよさ。私今日はチズチズの車がいい。椅子がふかふかしてるし。
Chizu. Well, it makes sense to have a small people seat in a vehicle that has to seat 5 of us. Alright, Makina and Sachi, go ahead and get in the principal's car.
何勝手に決めてるのよ。私は天音の隣は嫌よ。
Don't worry, I will ride with Amane.
どっちでもいいからさっさと決めちゃってよ。
How on earth does Amane drive to inspire such a violent rejection? I don't get it, but there's a siren going off in my mind. My godly instinct also of self-preservation is screaming, don't get in that shot. Self-preservation. I see. Let's decide it in a nice impartial rock paper scissors match. That way nobody left with any hard feelings.
あんたずるしないでしょうね。
Don't be ridiculous. Alright, here goes. Junk. I have no idea what just short circuit in Michiru's brain, but the instant the word rock was out of my mouth, she vigorously threw out scissors. I was just doing the rock paper scissors fight. What are you jumping the gun for?
しかも負けてるし。
バカな。
こりゃもうあんたの反則負けねミチル。観念して私の隣に乗りなさいな。嘘でしょ。3回勝負よね。3回勝負でしょ。ジタバタしないの。あんたユージより軽いし、あんたが乗った方が運転しやすいから、ほらおいで。引っ張らないで。死んじゃう。今度こそ死んじゃう。
Even Yuji don't want to ride with Amane.
平気平気。今度は荷台じゃなくて助手席だから、ちゃんとベルトしとけばもう落っこちたりしないわよ。ほら行くよ。
She fell off the back of the truck. At the moment, I thought I understand the nature of Michiru's trauma, but I was still barely underestimating the full terror of Amane's drive. I would come to understand the truth later that day. A little while into the pleasant journey of the beach, our two vehicle convoy was waving its down on the windy coastal road.
いやー、いい天気だね。絶好の海水浴日和じゃない？ねえミチル、あんた日焼け止めしてきた？今のうちにしておかないと窓側の腕だけ日焼けするよ。うるさいわね。おとなしく前見て運転しなさいよ。そんな必死に捕まらなくたって大丈夫よ。今日は学園長の車も一緒だし、のんびり走ってるじゃない。
But just then, a flashy sports car rose noisily up behind Amane's main tracks and began to tailgate.
なんか元気なのが来ちゃったな。うざいから道譲っちゃおうか。そうしよう。それがいいわ。相手にしちゃダメよ。いい？わかってるわよ。
Donnie placed on the turn signals and began to pull over to the left. The sport car instantly pushed its way past her truck on the right, flashing its hazard lights and greeting. But rather than pulling back into the lane, the sports car continues to power its way forwards on the wrong side of the road, jumping past the principal cars as well. The car pushes its way sharply in front of the principal just as she is about to round the curve. She paused to jam on the brakes hard enough to stand up while smoke from her tires, leaving cars shaking unsteadily from side to side.
鬱陶しいから一気に抜きたかったんだろうけど、むちゃくちゃだな。ああいう子ってさ、自分が下手くそだってことに気がついてないんだね。そうね。車は安全運転が一番よね。ねえミチル、ああいう子にはあんた下手くそだよって誰かが教えてあげた方がいいよね。
No, Amane, don't do that.
は？ちょっとアマネ、やめてよ。何する気？だから教育？あんまおちょけ取ると死んでまうぞって教えてあげなきゃ。やめてよ。ちょっとだけだってば。ね。
No, I do want it. Amane stands on her clutch and began to downshift. While giving it a try, little guy, she slowed the drop from 5 fingers to 4 and then to 3rd. In the next instant, she smashed down on the accelerator.
行くぞーそーれ
The whine of the supercharger glows almost shrill. The force cylinder saw her engine swing in progress, and the samba eventually accelerated as if stung by wood.
やめてーうるさいな。いいからほら、しっかり踏ん張ってないと頭でサイドウィンドウ割っちゃうよ。
The samba quickly fires past the principal's car. The needles of the RP engulfed moment at the base of the air pillar, soaring into the red zone within seconds.
ほーら見えた。 1800cc のタボ突き転がしといてケットラに追いつかれちゃダメじゃんねえ。ねえじゃないわよ。やめてって言ってるでしょ。追いついて何する気よ。ケットラにお尻つっつかれればへこむかと思ったんだけど、あらら県外ナンバーか。譲ってくれる気はないみたいだし抜いちゃおうか。ちょっと抜くって嘘でしょ。この先の直線で横に出るよ。や
Into the speediest heart randomly spins fall on deaf ear. As soon as she reaches the straightway, Amanda jams the accelerator to the floor. The white man tries to accelerate like a bat out of hell, squeezing every drop power from his engine. His tires exploding at the hot asphalt, the samba surges forward. With the advantage of his life, Amanda's clutch smoothly pushes his way around the small sky in the blink of an eye. And what's going to happen? And running side by side, the two people rush towards the harbor at the end of the straightway. Like he's like an additional riding less. Already, thank you for watching my video.
セーブする